I think that you need to lower your standards and make what you have work, because there's a good chance that it doesn't get better from here. Life is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna become what you think you're gonna become, or what you're trying to become, what you're working so hard for. All you dudes that are watching those David Goggins videos, it very well could be for nothing. And not to say that it's your fault, but just the world that we live in. It's very difficult to be to be alive. So what I want to talk about today is the importance of having that skill to be able to take whatever situation you're in and benefit from that. And when I say the word benefit, I'm not saying that you walk away with something necessarily. I'm saying benefit in terms of, like, maybe you can look at the brighter side, or maybe you can view that situation more optimistically. You'd be surprised by what you can accomplish by just changing your mindset. Like me, I've been having so much fun recently at home by myself. And you would think, oh, Friday, Saturday nights you go out, and I like to go out. I love to go out. I hit my friends up like, yo, let's go dance and throw up. But sometimes you don't have that option. Sometimes your friends are not available and you're just chilling at home. Or sometimes, like, I'm a comedian, sometimes I don't have a spot on a Friday or a Saturday night, and my friends are busy or they're not in town. And so I'm like, all right, so I'll just stay home. And on those nights that I stay home, I've been having so much fun because I'll just make use of my situation, which is just playing music, making margaritas, watching the Knicks win these last couple weeks because the Knicks are in the playoffs. And the crazy thing is I'm not even like a Knicks fan like that. I just decided, okay, I'm gonna start watching the Knicks because they're in the playoffs and that'll be fun for me to watch. I'll be blasting fade, making margaritas, watching Brunson shoot threes that shouldn't be dropping, but he's making these crazy shots, and it's like that is so much fun for me. Or maybe if you don't want to watch the Knicks, right? Sometimes I don't have a basketball team to root for, so I'll put on Architectural Digest. Margarita Mix and Architectural Digest is the shit. Look at what they did to that house. Oh my god. I love to get drunk and look at island structures. Look how big that island is. I don't even belong in the kitchen. Oh my god. They got a marble island and it's bigger than my studio apartment. The island itself. And then I start fantasizing, and since I'm drunk, I'm drunk fantasizing. Thinking about all the things I could do on that table. This is YouTube, so I'll keep it classy. It's a skill that a lot of us need to have, because I just feel like so many people, it's so easy to get depressed. It's so easy to feel beat up in life, because life will beat you up. That's what life is there for. Life is there to beat you up. Life is a bully. And I think when you live life and you walk through life and you expect to win, that's when you start to lose. And I know that's not the Mamba mentality that people see in these Kobe Bryant motivational speech videos on TikTok. I watch those videos too. But let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. That shit don't apply to you. If you're watching motivational videos on TikTok on the toilet, the TikTok's not gonna help you, brother. You gotta you got some other things that you gotta change. People who are very successful in life aren't watching motivational videos on the toilet. And that's okay if you do that. To come back to my main point, life is going to beat you up, and you are gonna lose throughout life. So with that being said, you need to learn how to make your own wins out of situations that suck. A very simple concept is being able to just have fun with little to no resources. Being able to, like, I throw little parties in my kitchen, just me, myself, and I. Party of one, Club Cocina, and I'll do a little shadow perreo. Like, shadow boxing? I'll do shadow perreo, just in front of the dishwasher. Just start moving my hips like this in a circular motion by myself. And that's so much fun to me. And yeah, I live in New York, so there's people who could probably see into my apartment if I have my window open, and they're like, yo, what is that dude doing? Shame on you for watching me and judging me. I'm living my best life. That's what I'm doing. I know so many people who don't have the personality to dance by themselves. Oh, God bless you. If you don't know how to dance by yourself, you are living your life wrong. I don't care what you do in life. I don't care what your career is. I don't care what your passions are. I don't care if you have community service hours that you volunteer your time for. You are living your life wrong if you don't know how to dance by yourself. Put your music on in your ears or on a Bluetooth speaker and just pretend like you in the club, or pretend like you would. Oh my God, it's so much fun. I think it's very important to have like a constant thing with you that can kind of make you happy. For me, that's music. I play music in every situation I'm in. The only time I don't play music is if I'm like watching a movie or a TV show, because that movie or TV show has music, so I don't need to worry about it. But I will bring music and play music in any other situation. When I was in college and I was in lecture, I would have a headphone in listening to me, because I'm like addicted to music, but it makes me happy. Like, lectures don't make me happy. Learning organic chemistry too, to become a doctor, and then later to find out I would not become a doctor because I chose to go become a stand-up comedian. So for me, it's headphones. I always have if I leave the house and I don't have my headphones, I feel like I'm not gonna have a good day. I don't have a lot of faith in wherever I'm going if I don't have my headphones. And we all need something that we have with us pretty much at all times that we can like rely on, that'll kind of make us happy. Not your phone. We always have our phone. I'm not talking about your cellular device, because social media is going to keep you depressed, and it's going to make you compare your life to other people. Oh, I'm not doing this. I guess I need to blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about social media. Whether it be music, maybe if it is your phone, maybe it's because you have an app on that phone where you could play chess, and you and another nerd in China can play chess together, and that makes you happy. God bless, do that. But find something that you love that you can kind of take with you, like mobile, because you're going to need that in shitty situations. Maybe you go out to the club and all your friends are talking to girls, and you're the only one who doesn't have a girl because the girl that you liked didn't like you, or she had a boyfriend or she left, and now you got nothing. Okay, let me go play Shang-Chi in chess real quick. Shout out Shang-Chi. Love that movie. I think it's important that we all have that clutch. You know, we're not too different from toddlers. Toddlers, that toddler that always has his action figure with him, and if he doesn't have his action figure, or if he leaves his action figure in the car while he goes into the grocery store with his mom, he starts to cry because he needs his action figure. We're not too different from that. I know grown women who have cried because they left their phone at home, or because their phone died while they were out. Fuck, I need to no, because I know it's not a big deal, but I was supposed to text Jimmy, and now he's gonna think that I don't want to talk to him, and him and I were already in a fight, so now he's gonna think that I want to break up with him, and he's gonna go out tonight and cheat on me. We're not too different from toddlers. We're not mentally. We're not. We still have those same clutches. Oh, I need my this. You have to make use of what your situation is. I've seen beautiful Latina women in the club dancing with ugly dudes because she's making use of her situation. I'm sure she would love to dance with the GQ model. And maybe there's a GQ model in the club, pero no sabe cómo bailar, no sabe bailar. He can't dance. He got two left feet. So she's going to dance con el feo because that's going to give her that happiness that she came out to get. She didn't come out to look for GQ. She came out to move her feet. She'll make that sacrifice and be like, okay, this guy's ugly, and it's hard for me to look at him, but I'm still gonna dance. Do that. That's what you gotta find. I think we should all look up to that Latina dancing with the ugly dude in the club, because that's a perfect example of lowering your standards and making your situation work for you. And shout out to that ugly dude, because you learned how to dance, now you're doing something that you probably didn't expect to do tonight. Because you know how to dance, I'm sure that ugly dude knows that he's ugly, and he's going out to the club being like, I'm not gonna. I mean, if I get lucky. I know a lot of dudes like that. If I get lucky, that'd be great. But I know I'm not expecting nothing. Boom, surprise, now you're dancing with a beautiful woman. That's a fun takeaway for you, because you learned how to dance. Your situation, ugly guy, watching your situation was that your face isn't very appealing. And that's okay. So what do? You learned how to dance. And that's my advice to anyone who's ugly, okay? Salsa lessons are cheaper than nose jobs. The society that we live in, we're kind of spoiled in a way, because now we have all these apps and we have programs that make our lives more convenient. You could do Uber Eats. You can go on a dating app. You can order wings and a date to your door on a Saturday night just on your phone. And so mentally, our expectations and our standards for what a good time is have raised, even if it's subconscious, have raised slowly over the years. And that's dangerous, because now we're like at this point where it's like easy to bitch about something, because life needs to be damn near perfect in order for us to feel that serotonin, to feel that dopamine. I don't know which word applies to the sentence, so let's just say serotonin. People who don't know whether to use serotonin or dopamine just say it's serotonin. And if someone tries to correct you and says it's one or the other, you'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Serotonin is one of the most important elements on the periodic table of elements, okay? And that's why I learned in organic chemistry when I had Jay-Z in my ear. You know, my parents grew up in New York City. They used to spend their days on the stoop, just those stairs in front of the projects, or in front of a building. Just they'd be sitting, them and a group of kids, Be sitting on those stairs just laughing, joking, no phone, not a phone in sight. Maybe a boombox has some music going. Maybe they'd make their own beats. That situation has nothing to offer you, but you make something out of it. Big part of being Latinos, we love to make music out of nowhere. They spent hours in front of the stairs chopping it up with each other, developing a personality. When you learn how to make a boring situation fun, you develop a personality, you build character. And we need more people who can do that because of the social media addiction that is taking over our generation. That is slowly killing personalities. People are slowly not being able to talk to each other. You sit next to someone that you don't know and immediately you just go on your phone. How about you talk to that person about something they're wearing or whatever happened in front of you or the weather? There's a lot of jokes about, oh, you making small talk about the weather. I'd rather make small talk about the fucking cloud in the sky than both of us just stand there going on our phone and not talking at all. Let's talk about the sky for a little bit, and then maybe that will lead into a story about your divorce. Sometimes the best friendships, the best bonds with people come from moments that you didn't expect. Come from moments where you're like, my phone's dead, or I have to talk to this guy. And you're like, oh shit, turns out Peter's cool as fuck. And then you and Peter become good friends. Next thing you know, the time passes, this happens, but Peter is now a groomsman in your wedding. And he's giving a speech. Right after you married your bride, he's giving a speech talking about, yeah, me and Julian, we met on an elevator and neither one of us liked each other at first. Sometimes moments like that force you into good relationships. Build some character, God forbid. Don't rely so much on what's provided to you. Okay, work with what you got. Growing up, we heard so much of like, oh, be successful, go to college, find a career that's going to make you money, that's going to give you financial stability. These are your priorities. And it's very true. Yes, you need to find something that's going to make you money because gas is what, $4? I mean, that's insane. They just raised the MTA to $3. Like, yeah, you need money. But you also need happiness. What's the point of making money? Finally, you make it. Finally, you struggled and you studied and you made it up the hill, and now you're financially stable, but you're so uptight about everything and you're so upset all the time because nothing in life is actually fun for you and nothing is meeting your standards. And I don't know why I'm talking like this. That's not a life worth living. I mean, not to say it's, keep living your life. I'm not saying don't, but like, you have to learn how to take whatever situation you're in and just make it fun. Make it enjoyable for yourself. Learn how to do that. Learn how to go to the club and have fun dancing with the ugliest person in the room. And just focus on how much fun you're having dancing and don't worry about how many pimples are on their face. That's the best advice that I can give you today. Thank you for watching.